Maybe let's do a Dr. Botbud question real quick. Just you know, for the people that don't know what's about to happen. Our bot, who's an amalgamation of bots, has decided that he wants to learn how to be more human, and he does that by asking questions, and then we usually answer the questions and talk briefly about it. Dr. Botbud wants to know, would you rather have unlimited free therapy sessions forever or a one-time 3-hour live session with Oprah? Okay, that's an interesting question, I guess, and why? It's a strange question. Therapy for life or spend 3 hours with Oprah? I mean, it depends. It depends, I guess, like if you got aspirations, right? Like maybe meeting Oprah, those 3 hours of Oprah's attention would change the course of your life forever. I guess that's probably the thinking, right? Zay says, free therapy for life because I got a mountain of problems and no one to help me climb that shit. Zay says, Ro would like free therapy for life because it has better value than Oprah. It's true. It's a lifetime value. If someone's like, hey, I'm going to give you lifetime value, you probably should take it. Because even if you don't want it, right, that you can pass that value on. German says, unlimited free therapy sessions for me. Not much into Oprah anyways, but if I'm really stressed out, then that's heck better. All right, I can appreciate that. Daryl says, unlimited free therapy for sure. I can solve my problems in no time. All I need is a relaxation. Russian says, therapy sesh for life, yow. Lidon says, unlimited free sessions forever. I wouldn't want Oprah to cure me with money. She could, but money sometimes isn't the answer. She could, but money sometimes isn't the answer. Yeah, fair enough, Lidon. I can appreciate that. Ruthless says, free therapy for life, man. There's so much more that I could do. Just being able to get it out is half the step. Trying to just get the things going on in your mind out into just the world gives it more validity than if it's just rattling around. And at some point, I feel like, you know, you only have so much goodwill time with the people that love you. They will listen to your stuff, but at some point they just tune it out, you know. Dauntless Queen says, free therapy, it's a fortune here. Yeah, I can appreciate that. Yeah, because man, therapy is definitely a fortune. No joke. Joy says, free life therapy, please. Life for free therapy. Elrock says, I choose free forever because you would never know what'll happen in the future. Obstacles are bound to happen always. Germanson says, agreed to Elrock. Zay says, my sister, yes, I was hoping she was going to answer. My sister would take free therapy for life and says, this is a weird question. I explained the entire show is kind of weird. It's true. It's weird. But it's an interesting thing. Purple says, I'm not good in Oprah, so I can choose unlimited free therapy sessions for me. Need to relax. There's a lot of people here that are, first of all, no one said no. People just chose. So everyone here, for the most part, has put stock and value into therapy. Think about that for a minute. That's actually you know, that's a quite a turning point, because a lot of people are very afraid to you know, to reveal themselves or even to work through their own stuff. You know, I think it's an interesting mark of society. There are plenty of people that go to therapy. It's an amazing industry, don't get me wrong. So okay, so I'll take the opposite. I think there's immense value in therapy for life. But let me just put it this way. So if I was going to get 3 hours of Oprah's time, I would spend enormous efforts getting together all the things that I think I would want endorsement for, that I would want good advice for, right? Like Oprah has become mastercraft in, you know, in her ability to have a good conversation with people, right? To have the ability to talk about really hard things, right? To confront things in society. She has the power. Guess what? That was a Zay up there. She has the power to change lives. And so, while, you know, I would like to believe that I can sort of find my answers on my own. I can always pay for therapy if I need to, but there are no amount of therapists that I could go to that could open a door like Oprah could open for me. So I picture all my things. I'm like, Oprah, this is what I want to be about. This is the stuff I believe in, you know? And if she's like, I am in, here's a check for that, let's make this happen, I'm on board, life changes. Your mission changes. Your ability to be challenged and to go forth and pursue a mission, a grand mission, because you're not going to show up with, I mean, maybe you just want to show up with Oprah and be like, hey, let's smoke some weed and, like, you know, have a feast for 3 hours. That could be cool too, you know? But I feel like I'd be missing the opportunity to pick Oprah's brain on these things and have a unique perspective, because she's been at it for a long time. So I would look at it from that perspective. So I would want to take the chance. I'd throw away a lifetime of you know, a lifetime of, I guess, there's a better way to say it, but basically a lifetime of therapy. You know, I also don't know, like, can you over therapy? Like, if you're like, I have free therapy, could you get into a place where all you do is just dribble about your shit all the time and it's a little pity potty for yourself? I mean, your therapist should help you with that stuff, right? But, you know, can you over therapy yourself? These are the questions that rat around in my brain sometimes. Rusla says, I mean, not to get too personal about things, but I will say that for a short time, I did go to therapy for a reason. And I know some people that have needed therapy for an extended time. Absolutely. I am not shitting on therapy by any measure. I think people need a place to have the opportunity to have self-reflection and to have, I think, guidance. You know, I mean, everything in life is different, right? I mean, you have good therapists and you have bad therapists, but, you know, I think that, you know, for me personally, I haven't done much therapy as an adult. I only did a little bit of therapy when I was a kid. I'm bouncing back and forth between parents and that kind of thing. So they're like, I don't know why he's acting out, like, you know, like, and I never trusted the system, so it was tough. But I got right with that. But I've had some really close friends where, you know, after having those really intense conversations, you know, they went to pursue therapy, not because of me, you know, but I fully endorse that. So I also have one of my best friends on this planet is a behavioral psychologist. She helps children, especially children that come from broken homes, you know, that are potentially in bad places. So I've always been in a place where I could have friends and colleagues and, well, mostly friends, that, you know, have pursued, both from one side, you know, becoming a therapist, and then from the other side of people getting therapy. So pretty amazing. Rusla, thanks for sharing that, by the way. Dremazin says, ooh. Well, okay, Dremazin. Zay says, my sister and I are curious whether the free therapy sessions would be broadcast on TV or private. Whoa. Well, if you get free therapy, that means you could lock up a therapist. And then maybe you do, like, maybe that's the show, right? Like, you know, you find people that are, isn't that like what Tony Robbins kind of does, right? He puts his stuff on you know, on TV, but it could be a show. People would have to be incredibly, I mean, I don't know how deep would you go with you know, with the sessions. You have to find I think a special person. You got that would be willing to be that open, I think, amongst, you know, basically all of society. What if you become famous for your therapy sessions? That would be crazy. You're like, you're the dude that puts fucking Twinkies in his booty. Oh my God, I don't know why you do that, but I hope you're doing better. Your therapy sessions help me, bro. Like, it could be weird like that.